Welcome back to Worth Weekly News. This week the patch dropped and a few other things. So hit that subscribe button. The vehicles of patch, I've covered the majority of the details on them in my prior videos, which should be linked in the corner if you care to watch them. However, there were some things changed. The big one was the armor for the Arete is back to being matched to the pre-series, which makes you have to rely on that high penetrating 625mm shell a whole lot more than you used to. But I'm pretty sure you could pull through with such a large amount of penetration. Even if your tank was made out of paper, it should be able to carry you pretty far. The ME-264 is now at 3.7 opposed to I think it was 4.7 or somewhere around there. I think this is due to its kind of low bomb tonnage that it can drop even on its max loads. And it has no belly gunners. Well, it has one that only shoots backwards. So if you get a plane that's coming at you in an upright direction, you're kind of screwed. Otherwise, it's a pretty good bomber. I could definitely see it being up tier to 4.0. Another positive to it is it may be very possible that the 1,800 kilogram bombs that it has could be very useful in tank battles having a large radius. They're not going to be as useful as a 5,000 kilogram bomb, but they'll do something, and you get two of them. The bomber also comes stock with an insane repair cost and will definitely easily bankrupt any new player who's finally gotten to 3.7 on the German tree. I plan to take it out a whole lot to show Gaijin that no, it cannot make back its repair costs, even when bombing out an enemy base and getting a kill. Normally the insanely high repair costs are there to gatekeep you from progressing through the tree too fast, but this one I don't understand because it's not like the German tree is lacking vehicles like say the Italians or Japanese, and the plane isn't some sort of crazy money-making ground pounder either. Maybe there isn't a method to the madness after all. I always thought there was, but I don't get this one. The ADATS has now its own distinction of anti-tank missile carrier, and its spawn cost, according to someone who has it, is 250, opposed to what other SPAAs are. Now I bring this up because the Tunguska is still labeled as an SPAA, and I would assume still has the same spawn cost as other SPAAs. However, I'm not 100% sure. I would appreciate if someone could inform me in the comments. But if that is the case, Gaijin, I think you have some explaining to do. There were some new maps added: Smolensk, an aerial map, and Volcanic Island, a naval map. Now, I didn't go looking for Smolensk because I can hardly pronounce its name, but I did make an effort, even on a live stream, to look for Volcanic Island. I was hoping there would be an active volcano. It would look really cool, in my opinion. I believe there is one on the Italian naval map, and I couldn't find it. And the list of possible missions to select wasn't there. And I've played a good few maps of Naval, and it's still not popping up. There was work for a new sound engine that is supposed to pop up sometime after the patch is dropped. I'm going to guess sometime next week. Hey, maybe even Monday morning when this video is being made. I mean, posted. It's Sunday, right? Apparently the new sound engine will go onto new platforms over a period of time. Not everyone will get it at the same time. I'm just hoping that it's not something like the squadron vehicles, which I literally made a squadron for, that just disappeared. Never to be spoken of again. They spoke of them a few times. Apparently they're being delayed because of issues that they're having. Pretty sure those are all the changes to the newly added vehicles. There was a good amount of changes to vehicles that are already existing. I might do a video fully covering the patch notes, but they are very boring and dry, and actually was going to do it last week, but I got distracted watching anime. But anyways, some of the patch notes that I found were very important and should be pointed out to y'all. The Sumner, Summers, and Tenchkent destroyers have been moved from 4.3 to 4.7, allowing you to be up tier to be completely destroyed by the Brooklyn class. So if those are in your destroyer lineup, watch out. Rare event vehicles that you could have bought on the marketplace now appear in the tech tree with the option to purchase them on the marketplace, which kind of kills part of the unique quality of owning one of them, as it becomes your own special vehicle that only you get to see. However, this is a good thing because now people who do not own the KV-220 or E100 cannot check its armor for the weak spots. This is something that people have been asking for quite some time now. However, it's also not every single event vehicle is showing up. Only the ones that you can purchase on the marketplace. The flight model changes that were never posted on the dev server patch notes are finally here, and unfortunately they're kind of disappointing. It seemed mostly slow attackers and medium bombers got flight model changes. One thing for the P-51H changed, something about compressor stage adjustment changing from manual to full automatic. I have no idea how this affects gameplay and don't entirely care. Russian and British shells from 7.62 to 20 millimeters got what I presume is a nerf. It's just worded in a really weird way. But if you notice, it does not include the widely used on the Russian 23 millimeter cannons. So those 3 millimeters make a big difference, apparently. The KV-2's HE shell got a massive nerf, now only penetrating 48 millimeters of armor. I think it used to be at like 60 or something. Upon that, a few other HE shells got nerfed. I believe the Chiha short gun was one of them. However, no other HE shell nerfs were noted on the patch notes, so I'm not entirely sure what is there. But if you're planning to meme someone with a fat shell, make sure its penetration is still up to snuff. But on the terms of Ninja nerfing some shells, that was happening to a lot of German ones, including the Tiger 1 and Tiger 2s. However, as of this patch, those have been fixed, and the Tiger 1 shell is now back to its old glory. But best of all, unless you're a tank, the PEB-8 5,000 kilogram bomb got a pretty thick buff, being, I think it was 50% more deadly. There's also a good amount of changes in the changelog, starting off with a recalculation of the prices for certain top tier vehicles. The F-86K and the Super Mystere B2 had a cost increase, nearly double for the F-86K, but only about maybe a third for the Super Mystere B2. The Hunter F6 got minor reductions, and the Flarak Paz 1, AT-ATs, Roland 1, Leclerc, Ariete, Type 16, and Stormer HVM all had a massive increase. So yay for more grinding. Of things that were not officially announced, there's quite a few things found in the files before official launch and afterwards. One of them, which shouldn't surprise anyone, was a German saber dog skin. Really, they could have added 2 more of these just by replacing the skin. I'm surprised they didn't do it all in one patch. So this makes it that we have the French one, there was a skin for an Italian one, and now a skin for a German one. But also, there was a French pilot for a Tiger helicopter found in the files, and a PARS-3LR missile for the German Tiger helicopter also found in the files. Not found in the game files, but on the War Thunder Instagram page. And replying to someone saying British helicopters next, they said, British helicopters are planned. Now, this could lead to a million things. Perhaps British helicopters are next. However, I feel more likely it's going to be Japanese helicopters, though those could just be in development for a year like we saw Italian tanks. The British did have a good amount of cool looking helicopters, so it'd be interesting to see those. So that's pretty much all that has come in the patch, at least that I thought was interesting. But that's not all for this video, as what the future holds is also a very interesting subject. As typically, a patch comes out around 3 months, and only 2.5 months is when Gamescom happens. And on Gamescom, Gaijin always drops some sort of big game-changing mechanic. Last year was helicopters, the year before that was modern tanks. What I'm thinking we're going to get this year is radar-guided missiles. We all know of the F8 Crusader model that was leaked on that one DeviantArt page. And if you do a little research, you'll know that the F8 Crusader could carry radar-guided sidewinders, which, by the way, data for them have been found in the files. But personally, I feel that we're not just going to get air-to-air radar-guided missiles. We're also going to get air-to-ground radar-guided ordnance, or at least self-guided ordnance in some way. And of course, the tanks have to defend themselves, so ground-to-air radar-guided missiles. But I also feel, and I've been saying this for a little while, is that we're going to get ship-to-ship guided missiles. There's just been too much evidence saying that they will come than that they're saying they won't come. Regardless of what Gaijin says, oh, we are thinking about it, maybe. It's a yes. I'll even say it's a guarantee yes. Like if it was only a maybe or we're thinking about it, why would they model the anti-ship missiles onto the PGO-2? And far too many people have been asking for it, which means that people will pay for it. And here's a little cynical point of view. Wonder why the PGO-2 ended up being a premium. But if you disagree with me, or you got a better idea what you think is going to be coming in Gamescom, you can hit me up down below in the comments or on my Discord. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I make news videos every weekend. I make random videos throughout the week. I stream on Saturdays. I want to stream on Twitch more often. I do also plan on streaming the E3 events when those are happening. So hit that bell icon to be notified anytime I upload anything. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a really good day. As bonus news, after careful consideration of all possible possibilities, I have come to the very apt conclusion, which I'm sure most of you will agree with me with, is that the Fubuki has the best stat card image